I want to come on and talk a little bit more about COVID-19 and what you can do to protect yourself against 5G, because it's something that they're putting into people, but it's not like it's a virus that's out there. It's just you touching a table and you getting something, or you rubbing up against somebody, or y'all next to each other in line and you getting a fucking virus like that. That's not even how getting viruses work. If you looked up how to get a fucking virus, it's not even how your body works. So that's bullshit on itself for them even saying that dumbass shit. So, but what they are doing is when you're going to these testing locations and you're getting tested, they're putting something. I don't want to say something. I don't know what the fuck it is. Half the people that's testing don't know what it is or realize that they're even doing it. Half of them don't. Oh, it's somebody that know, but half of them don't know what they're doing. They think they just doing their job like they supposed to. But they are. We live in a corrupt world. And it's a shift happening. It's a new world order that's underway. Pushed by the elite, that's beyond the elite, that 1% of the 1% that don't need no money, that's just doing this shit for shits and giggles, okay? And to push their agenda for their rituals, the different things that they do, their sacrifices, different stuff like shit like this is really happening. People are very naive to believe that we live in a society that is actually functioning with the president and we have elections and we don't none of this shit matter. You have props and you have people in positions that do certain things because that's how they want things run. It's a lot of disruption and it's a lot of a power control thing going on right now. But nonetheless, it's a shift. It's how you choosing to shift yourself, though. Number one, how you choosing to maximize off of this and the time that you're having while they're prepping. You know what I'm saying? Because to think and to be naive to think that shit is just going to go back like it was, it's a whole new ball game. It's about to be a whole new ball game. And there's a lot of things that you can do to protect yourself, protect your family, and just be aware and have a good strategic plan. And I have a little, because I got these, my mouth guard things in. But it's things you can do to just have different countermeasures to, be abreast, but be aware and stay alive and prevent yourself from getting contaminated, radiated, and poisoned. Because that's happening. You can get you, like I spoke about in the other video, diodes. And I put out the links and stuff in the description again. Like the pendant, the diode for your phone, your circuit breaker. They also have EMF canopies that you can put over your bed. They have mattress pads. They have seat cushions. They have curtains, fabric that you can use to make garments out of that you can wear underneath your clothes. They have hats. They have coverings that you can wear. But see, a lot of them, the fabrics are for up to 3 gigahertz. 5G is up to 6 gigahertz. So you want to make sure that if you do get the fabric, that you layer it for the amount so you can get that adequate protection. Other things that you might want to do is limit your electricity consumption. Turn your lights off. Light candles. Burn candles. Get you an oil lamp. A clean oil lamp. You can order them off Amazon. Shit, ain't no stores open up and say you can go to an antique store to try to get one for cheap. If you can find a store like that in your area that may still be open, hey, I'm sure they got plenty. Get you some oil lamps. Get in the sun. Get in the sun. Get in the sun. Get in the sun. I cannot stress that enough. Go outside, sun gaze. You can absorb melanated people. This is, you can absorb more sun quicker through the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet, through your navel. So make sure you go outside, let your shirt up, or go outside in a swimsuit. Expose as much skin as you can and soak it in. Something that's a fact that I want people to understand. And if you get offended, fuck you. Because I'm really sick of people getting offended about the truth. Okay? Some shit is the truth, it's the truth. Black people, Asians, Caucasians, we all different. Okay? We're all different beings. Understand? Meaning our bodies metabolize things differently. Our bodies need different things, need different levels of things. We might all need some of the same similar things, but we're different. Our makeups are different, okay? So white people only need like 15, 20 minutes out in the sun, if that. And they got their vitamin D filled because of their makeup. Black people need longer time in the sun because we're melanated and we are charged by the sun in a different way. Okay, so make sure you get the sun. Make sure you absorb it through your navel because that is an opening that can help stimulate healing within your body. Excuse me. Oxygen is very important. So please take the mask off. I get people scared and nervous and thinking they don't know. So they're wearing these masks. They're unnecessary if you're not sick. And sick being you coughing or whatever, keep that to yourself. But other than that, you don't need no mask on. If you're on a plane, train, bus or something, okay, I get it. Wear a mask because you're in something that has recycled air. But if you outside, you just in a regular, you don't got to wear no mask. Okay, because just think of this. If it was something that's airborne, everybody got it. If it's something that was literally completely airborne, you would have already inhaled it because you wouldn't have had a mask on long enough, all the time enough to not have breathed it in if it was airborne like they saying it is. Okay? Making sure your gut health is good and adequate. Things you can do to help that is to consume prebiotics. That's things like chicory root, baboa powder, sea moss, I think it's gumacasa, psyllium husk, burdock root are some good things that you can consume as prebiotics. Supreme Naturals sells burdock root. Supreme Naturals also sells a good brand. A good, I'm telling you, her sea moss gel is the truth. Gold and purple. So check her out for that. I'll put her link in the bio as well. I mean, in the description. Baboa powder. Let me see the name of that company. They sell a good brand. They be sold out a lot, but they are they have a great brand. I love theirs. Purple Mouse Paradise. They are on Instagram. They also have sea moss and a whole bunch of other herbs and stuff that they sell too. If you do use a company, make sure it's reputable. Check their reviews, all of that stuff, because some people just got an idea and done bought some shit off Amazon and then mix it up themselves in their kitchen and it be some bullshit. So just be aware of what you're using, what you're consuming. Make sure it's organic and packaged and created with love. You don't want some shit that's holding some badass energy. That lowers your frequency. The point is to keep your frequency high. We're dealing with some low frequency beings and entities. We're dealing with low frequency radiation waves, a lot of low shit. You need to be high. Okay? You need to be high in the sky with the sun and soaking that up. Okay? That's what you need to do. You need to make sure your mental, spiritual, physical is together, okay? All of that, all of that. Get back to the elements, get back to nature and being one. It's not just that we sitting at home and we bored and oh, you can't watch TV, you can't go somewhere. Okay, what can you do though? Fuck what you can't do. We got that. What can you do? What you can do is get to know your children better. Talk to them. Sit down with them and understand maybe what they've been going through. Have a conversation. Turn their fucking game off. Sit them down and y'all actually talk. Explain to them what's going on. Figure it out yourself. Protect yourself together. Cook a meal together. Go outside. Play kickball. Explain sun gazing to them. Look, research it yourself so you can explain it to them. Play a game. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people done that, but be intentional with it. Don't just do it because you bored and you just like, do it because it's intentional and it's something that you want to do. It mean more. And when you go outside, because I know a lot of people, oh, I might get sunburned. Yeah, you could, because I've gotten sunburned too. But you get sunburned because of inflammation. That's the only reason anybody gets sunburned. So you will want to consume anti-inflammatory foods and stuff like that. So green leafy vegetables, different stuff like that. Take away the dairy, the sugar, all that stuff that can cause more inflammation in your skin, your biggest organ. So your body only reacts to what you do to it or the lack thereof. And that's a fact, and people can take it and be all upset because it's too much accountability and too much truth on, but it is. And that comes with most, if not all, sicknesses. Yes, I get you gotta keep saying disclaimers because everybody's so fucking sensitive nowadays. I get people are sick when they born, so what does that mean if a baby's sick? They ain't do it today, so okay, I got it. But most people bodies in the situation that it's in because of what they put in it or the lack thereof. Things you can do: natural SPFs, natural sunscreens, carrot seed oil, raspberry seed oil, avocado oil, and wheat germ oil are also good that you can use. As another level of a skin protectant for sunscreen. But if you can get out there making sure you eating and staying hydrated, and if you put a little bit of it on, those are higher SPFs, but you can use like coconut oil. Avocado oil is kind of like on a lower spectrum in comparison, like carrot seed or raspberry seed and wheat germ. But you can do like coconut oil because the SPF is lower, and you need to get as much UV rays as you can. If you could get a hold of some lead paint, because radiation cannot go through lead. If you can get a hold of some lead paint and paint your house, outside or in, and then go over it with like another coat of some regular base paint that's not lead. That's another way to shield your home from EMFs. Yes, I know that was like lead paint was terrible for people and all this, that, and the third because people was eating it. But that was in the lower income areas and they weren't trying to, they didn't give a fuck. It was pushing the agenda for them to make people remove it for this purpose now because they've been tapped into your house ever since then. Listening to me talk right now on my phone because I'm just here and recording me while I'm recording me. So take that into consideration of something else you can do. They also have EMF paint if you can't come across any lead paint. Oxygen is key. Again, so with the mask, remove them if you can. Probiotics are not good for you, not generally speaking. I mean, people can argue their point or whatever, but prebiotics work with your bacteria that you naturally have in your body. Probiotics are bacteria that's outside your body that you put in your body. So it's better if you just put your thinking cap on, work with what you got versus adding shit that is not, that's foreign to you. We've had enough invaders, okay, around this motherfucker. We had enough invaders. Work with the indigenous cells, the indigenous things you have within yourself. Help cultivate that, okay? And it's easy to do. It's about what you're consuming, what you're putting in your body to help it. Chicory root actually can be used as a replacement to coffee. So if some people they're like addicted to coffee or trying to get away from all that caffeine, chicory root is a good alternative that you could use, and it kind of works with a probiotic. So it has two functions if that's your situation. Um, Another thing that they're talking about is quinine. Quinine is a herb that Caucasians used like 500 years ago to penetrate high UV areas. So the issue was that they couldn't sustain themselves trying to invade all these other islands and countries and different stuff like that because their bodies couldn't take it. They were dying off or having problems, getting disease, having issues and stuff like that because they couldn't stand the sun. So what they did was they consumed quinine, which now a lot of Caucasians consumed quinine from tonic water. I believe it was Winston Churchill that said that it's been more Englishmen healed from different things from tonic water, not just tonic water in the level that it is now, because it's not as much quinine in tonic water now, but just like gin and tonic, than anything else. Because it, when it comes to the sun anyway, because it makes them fluorescent in reaction to the UV rays. So how you have fluorescent lights, which are horrible for you, the quinine does that to them internally. But again, I go back to we are all different. For Black people, melanated people, quinine is horrible for you. It is terrible for you because you need UV rays and that deters it. So, which means it messes with your molecular structure, meaning it messes with your cells and all of that. So, what you need to do is stay away from the vaccine, stay away from, if you feel sick, if you feel sick, I'm not going to tell nobody not to go to no doctor. I'm not going to tell nobody to what to do. I don't even want to say if you feel sick what to do. I'm not even going to say it. Just be cautious because I'm telling you, they putting shit info. They putting shit info. So this ain't to argue people, oh my auntie died. Okay, I believe you. I'm not doubting it. But what I'm saying is they're doing shit to fucking people. This shit is 5G all the way. The towers are up. They can't cut the shit off. It's happening, okay? It's in the schools. It's everywhere. We're being radiated like a motherfucker, okay? So if you don't take heed to the fact that it's something other than what they're talking about on the news and that we're being poisoned, but they're not going to say that on the news. They're going to keep on spewing propaganda along with the agenda of what they're supposed to be doing. They're pawns in the play. And that's how the game works. I mean, we wouldn't listen, not me, but others wouldn't listen and go along with the get along if they didn't stick to the script. Okay? Remember, thinking caps on. Lead them bitches on. Don't take them off. So don't sit up in the house watching YouTube and TikToking. And also TikTok, y'all know, was created and is run by China, right? But I mean, okay. Well, y'all can look that up. I ain't finna go out into that, but you know, they was just talking about TikTok. But why everybody been dancing and doing all of that, and they done shared all that information, location, different stuff. I ain't got it. Beware with isolation, because it can cause you to shut down from natural light, because if you isolating yourself so much you're not getting outside, you are going to be so bogged down. Your immune system will be so bogged down from the artificial light that it'll suppress your immune system. So you want to be careful of that. Get out, get you some sun, get you some fresh air, go walking a few times a day. Don't even be just sitting, because even you can't even take your batteries out of your phone. Even if you could, it's still emitting radiation. Being in the room with it. Don't sleep in the room with your phone charging or with your phone, your computer, whatever. Put it in another room. Don't have a TV in your room. Take all that out. It ain't the time for that. We've been at home. You done watched enough TV during the day. Put it in another room. Monitors, all of that. Keep it separated from where you're sleeping. And then cover that up with some EMF stuff too, just to make sure you're protected if you don't have a circuit breaker or a diomid or something like that to prevent you from getting those radiations. They have different covers you can use as well. They have clothing, sheets, blankets, all that type of stuff. And they have actual cages that you can put electronics in. Check out Dr. Jennifer Daniels, also in her turpentine regime for parasites and candida, to make sure your gut health is strong and that the prebiotics that you're taking, that you're actually absorbing those nutrients, because you got parasites and all that you really ain't absorbing, they eating the shit. And a lot of times you're not even hungry. It's really the parasites tricking your brain, because they are connected. Remember, brain tissue and intestinal tissue is the same tissue. So parasites play off your emotions and play off shit to get you to crave and want sugar more. So during the turpentine regimen and her plan to push out all of those parasites and candida, it removes the eggs and everything. So keep that in mind and check her out. Follow Dr. Phil Valentine. Look at their old videos. Dr. Zilbert Blair, they've been talking about this 5G stuff for years before I was even born. They've been done talked about this. But just late with the shits, and wasn't interested when they was really talking about it. But now it's in everybody's face, folk don't know what. Other things you can get is orgone pyramids, orgone blankets, shungite, salt lamps, like I said, EMF clothing, hyper hydrogenated water bottles, which gives you more oxygen in your body, which is good for healing. Check out Agenda 2030, which talks about how they're trying to kill off 2/3 of the world population. That's not no conspiracy theory shit. They doing it. We in it. We are in the 2030 plan, okay? And it's really annoying when people talk about conspiracy theory stuff when that even the term was coined by the CIA. It wasn't created by the CIA. It was coined by them to try to make people who go against what they say as if they're crazy or uncredible, because telling the truth is not credible anymore. People rather live a lie. This ain't the time for that though. If you don't understand the level of fuckery of what's going on, the chaos, the chaos that's happening is structured and being manipulated on purpose. Nothing is as it seems, especially how they're portraying it on the news. It's absolutely false. 5G was developed in Israel by the help of India, and it's interesting that 5G is not allowed in Israel. And if they do say it's in there, it's really 4G, and they just lying and saying it. But it's not even allowed over there. And if anybody is passed, died, or whatever, it's from some more shit. It's all a part of a play. The numbers aren't accurate, and it probably is people dying, but it's not from what they saying it is from. Or they saying it's that, but it's really this. They done been caught in so many lies already from this shit. Just look up. If you probably go, I ain't did this, but I'm just saying you probably could. Folk lying about COVID-19. Hell, the I think it was the governor of New York. The governor of New York lying like a motherfucker about these ventilators. Lying about certain parts of the hospital being just like they just so damn busy. Folk going up there, ain't nobody at the hospital. Empty. Nobody. Ain't nobody in the weight room, none of that. Ain't that people? Ain't something happening? I'm just saying, they be bullshitting and they gassing the shit. Because they trying to make it be that when it's really this. And they've done this all the time as they've changed and done different things and have radiated masses of people and tried to make it seem like it was an epidemic, pandemic of some sort. Through over years, Spanish flu, I forget, it was some type of Asian flu that they said in the 60s. When they put up these satellites, when they've done different stuff, even with they've always done this. So people just either can't remember, don't give a damn, or some people are just oblivious and choose to be. And if you are say over there, because I ain't got time for it. The immunization that they trying to come at, I wouldn't get it. It ain't no immunization in the world that ever done cured any fucking thing. It's a farce. Okay, that's not how the body works. You're not going to give somebody a little bit of a fucking disease or something, or some shit that they done already created in a fucking lab to see how your body respond to it, and your body respond to it and don't get sick. When in fact, when they really fucking give you that immunization, if you get it, because they're gonna try to force everybody to get the shit, they'll be putting those RFID chips in it, plus a whole bunch of other shit. Who knows what? Because nobody ever fucking knows what's in a goddamn immunization, doctors included, when they injecting your ass with it. But to control you, manipulate you, see where you at, what you're doing. It's all about control and to have more wherewithal of everybody. Bill Gates pushed this for him and his whole ass, long face, dog head, whole ass wife, him and her, push this. Push this, been behind it the whole time. Yeah, the motherfucker stepped down because that ain't the plan no more. The real plan from that plan that all was masquerading with the play is underway. The New World Order is underway. But that doesn't mean you have to be fearful and allow fuckery to ensue. You control you. You make sure you good, your family good, you have a strategy and a plan, you take care of yourself and you vibrate high. You have your frequency high, and you make sure that your mental and your physical and your spiritual and all of that is straight. Okay? Don't be so terrified, because you can fear yourself into some shit. You can scare yourself into some shit that ain't even fucking happening. It didn't happen because you steadily manifesting it for yourself. You can manifest good stuff, positive things in your life, and you can manifest negative shit, thoughts of things, if you make them be. 5G is just the fifth version of the rendering of this energy. And a lot of this I got from Dr. Phil Valentine. He did an interview with Zoe Williams, and KT, the arts degree. He did one with Brother Rich. So you can check them both out. They're both knowledgeable brothers who have been doing this and putting out great information for years. Especially like I said, Dr. Deborah Blair as well, because he was on it and been on it. Because he always talked about this, and his medicine too, that is still run by his sons, sells diodes as well. But it's the fifth version of this energy signal, and they already working on 6G. So don't think it's gonna stop with 5G. What they're trying to do is raise the technology so it's useless to even have to have a device. They want you to just be able to stand. Say you step outside and you be like, I need an Uber, and the Uber just come and you get in, and it may not be nobody driving. They trying to get it to where it's that, where they can do the flying cars, or they can do the driverless cars, the cashless shit, all of that. But to do that, they got to raise the level of technology, and they're doing it. And to do that, radiation will be increased to astronomical levels, and people will suffer from it. They don't give a damn that millions of people gonna die. They don't give a fuck. Millions of people have died from so much more, and they don't care. People in the eyes of the 1% are expendable. And it's because so many people have been brainwashed to believe that it's a conspiracy theory, when if we really had one mind and one thought to stand up and not be terrified by the fucking news and sitting there watching that shit all day, and actually had one continuous thought, this shit would be gone just like that. That's how powerful we are. As a unit, we're strong individually, but together we can move mountains. But it's the point of people being on the same frequency. You can check out emfacademy.com to also get a lot of EMF information, safe space protection to also get other diode items that are reputable. Dr. Phil Valentine talked about that place. It's a purging happen. It's a cleansing. Not just by what's happening outside, because it's a shift and it's a change in the world, and it's a shift and it's a change within you. No one's ever been in this spot in our lifetime or lifetimes before. So it's not that it's hard to, I guess, conceive that things like this are happening, but take advantage of it. Take advantage of the time that you have to be accountable for you, to journal, to meditate, to make sure that you have a good relationship with yourself, with your family, and the people that matter to you in your life. Make sure you're wrapping up your babies. If you're pregnant, you need to make sure you're getting some EMF clothing that they sell, as well as get some fabrics, and they have aprons. They have aprons, but they have canopies that you can put over the babies, strollers and beds, yours, and all that type of stuff. And you want to make sure that you layer the fabric so that way you get enough to cover the babies. If I haven't said that already, I don't know. I'm starting to ramble, so I might have said that already, but just if not, I'm saying it again. You can also put aluminum on your windows, but be careful with aluminum because it is toxic. Wear gloves when you're using it, because your hands can absorb in, because your skin is porous, so your hands could absorb it in your system and can make you sick. But you can put aluminum and then put something like a covering on top of that on your windows to help protect your windows from EMFs. This is a cheaper way than getting some of the sheets that they may be selling that's more expensive. They can peel off and stuff like that. But they do sell peel off ones you can put on your windows if you want to buy that. Like I said, lead repels radiation. If you can find some lead paint, and handle that. Other things that could assist with your healing, um, I'm not going to go too deep into it. You can do some research on it, but hydrogen peroxide is very, very, very beneficial to the body. And it's very healing. It has healed things from cancer to AIDS to the flu to anything. It's a great cleaning product. It rids your showers of mold. Your house is a disinfectant. But bites, burns, scrapes, all of that. Not the brown hydrogen peroxide in the stove, but 35% food grade hydrogen peroxide that's been diluted to 3% is can be used for consumption as well as a cleaning product. Do not put 35% food grade peroxide on your skin. It will burn. It won't kill you, but it will burn. Um, because it's stronger. It's more used for industrial uses and stuff like that. It's a regimen that they use for you to consume at a smaller dosage. And you can look that up and get more research, do more research about that on your own. But I just wanted to put that out there that that's an option or something else that you could do to help you with healing as well, different ailments that you might be going through. But the thing to protect you right now, get some diodes. Get some diodes. A lot of EMF. Things that you can do. They have hats. They have coverings. Make sure you have your head covered up. But go out when you go outside in the sun. Make sure you use sun gaze. Make sure you get you some good sun in. That's really all I got right now. I keep y'all posted and I keep putting out information as it comes to me. And that's it.